In this video we're going to continue. We've done our cast on row and now we're going to turn the needle round so we can begin working. Put the needle into your left hand, and if you hold just the tip, you're going to put your little finger under the yarn, wrap it round, take it up carefully and wrap it round your index finger, and then you're going to hold your needle in your left hand. The yarn isn't grip tight, you need to be able to let it flow. Now you're going to take your right hand needle, which is empty, you're going to put it in from the left to the right through the stitch that you have made. You're then going to take your yarn and you're going to go anti-clockwise around your right hand needle, and then you're going to pull that loop that you've just made through the first stitch. Very carefully you slip this stitch off the left hand needle and that becomes your first row. So again, you go from left to right through the needle. Be careful not to catch any of the yarn. Take the yarn around anti-clockwise, bring it through, slip it off. Left to right, anti-clockwise by just lifting your finger. Bring it down, slip it off. And again, left to right through the needle. Just need to lift your finger and then take it down to hold it in position. You may need to put your finger on the end of the needle just to stop the stitch from coming off, and then slip the needle off. And as you get used to it, you'll be able to work quicker. Sorry about the tapping on the table. Just use your fingers, your index fingers do most of the work. In from left to right, wrap it anti-clockwise, hold it down, push it off. Left to right, anti-clockwise, hold it down and push it off. And again. I'm going to do this till we get to the end of the row. I'll just speed up a little bit. You will find with this cast on, you can actually pull a big gap between your needles. Don't worry about it. If you do that, when you knit the next stitch, you'll find it just disappears into the work. You don't have to worry. Okay, and the last stitch exactly the same, from left to right through the stitch, wrap it round anti-clockwise, bring it through. And that's your first row knit. If you look on this side, you'll have a row of V's. On this side, you'll have a row of ridges. But because we're doing garter stitch, all our rows will be the same, and you'll end up with a piece of fabric that looks like this. It's very thick, it's very warm, but this is called garter stitch, when every row and every stitch is knit and you get this ridged fabric. Just drop the needle. So from there, again, you take the needle that's in your right hand that's got all the stitches now, you put it into your left hand and you're ready again. Put it over your little finger, take it through your palm, over your index finger, put your hand in place and you're ready again. Knitting is all about taking the stitches from one needle and putting them on the other. So again, in through the first stitch, wrap it round, take it through, slip it off. In through the next stitch, wrap it round, take it through and slip it off. And you just carry on like that. And that is your very basic garter stitch. You really only need to know to be able to cast on, cast off, knit and purl. Everything else is just based on those few things, and you will see how much you can do with your knitting as time goes on. So there we have it, 2 rows knitted, and you will see now we've lost the V's. What happens is that the ridge stitches just crush together, they compress in, and if I pull it tight you can just about see the V shape in between each row of the knitting. You can just see there the ridge shape, but when it's all garter stitch, it compresses it all together and makes a really thick padded fabric. So here we have a row of ridges on this side, and we have a row of ridges on that side. Garter stitch.